Hi everyone, my name is Professor Ruth Morales. I will be your instructor for this course, which is Principles of Economics, also known as Principles of Macroeconomics, which is Econ 101 here at Southwestern College. We run from today, January 21st, 2015 through March 14th. One of my goals for this course is for it to be as close to being a face-to-face one-on-one class, not one-on-one, almost one-on-one, face-to-face class as it can possibly be. And it is pretty difficult to do that, but in order to achieve that or to come close to it, what I'll be doing is posting videos for every chapter. You can't see it now, but I have a big whiteboard here and you see my tripod down here. So what I'll be doing is actually recording my lectures. So for every chapter, chapter 2, chapter 3, I'll work through the material that I find most relevant as if I were giving it in class. So those lectures will be a bit long, so you would have to schedule them on your own time, of course, schedule a time for you to listen to them. They'll be about between an hour and a half long, sometimes shorter depending on the actual chapter. But I think it will be useful for a few reasons. Number one, this material is not easy. I can say, here are the PowerPoints, here's the textbook, good luck, go learn it on your own, but I don't think that's very conducive to learning unless you're self-motivated, which is a very difficult thing to be in terms of when it comes to economics, at least. Most students don't find this material to be all that interesting when they first come into the classroom. Second, it'll also help you identify what exactly it is that I will be focused on, so you know what I'll be testing on. Okay, I will not test on anything that I do not cover in these lectures. Okay? That being said, that doesn't mean you should only focus on the lectures. You should definitely start off by reading the chapters. After you read the chapter, then you want to watch the lecture. After you watch the lecture, then you can go to the PowerPoints. Which reminds me, if you're on Blackboard right now, you can see on the left-hand side, it should say slides there. If you click on there, all of the PowerPoints will be uploaded for each chapter. Right now I have the first few chapters posted up, the ones that will be tested on for the first exam. Those are the ones that are posted, but sometime this weekend I'll upload the rest of them. I do want to emphasize the importance of you reaching out to me when you need to, because you don't understand the material or because you don't know exactly what it is that's going on or what is being asked of you in terms of performance. Don't hesitate to email me. If you do email me, I am going to ask that in the subject line you write Econ 101-501 so that I know that that email is coming from a student that's in my online class. This semester I have, I want to say, about over 200 students, combining my students from Southwestern College and my students at San Diego State. I have over 200 students. So if you send me an email that just says, I don't get it, or whatever it says in the subject line, then I won't know that it's coming from you. And you guys definitely take priority since it is an online course. So be sure to write Econ 101-501, and then you can put a semicolon and then write your actual subject heading there. All right, so now for some more housekeeping, just a few things that I need to cover, quite a few things actually, so you might want to take note. So the syllabus, like I said before, the syllabus and schedule are posted. You should have seen them by now. The main thing, the most important thing I need to get across tonight is the issue of Applia. You do need to purchase Applia. It is basically an online homework assessment program. And in order to do well in this class, I need to have you practicing and working through a bunch of problems. So each week you'll have to submit two, except for this weekend, but generally every weekend you'll have to submit two homework assignments via Applia. And each homework assignment will be relevant to a particular chapter. So for instance, this weekend you have one chapter, which is due on February 25th on Sunday. Generally speaking, Applia problem sets will be due on Sundays at 11 p.m. Whenever they're due, they'll always be due at 11 p.m. And that deadline is binding. Okay, so I'm not going to change that. If you can't submit it on time, if you started too late or you had technical issues, that is not something I will be lenient on. The deadline is when it is. Okay. So again, this Sunday on February 25th, you have your first problem set due on Chapter 1. That's a breeze. Just read through Chapter 1 and you should be able to get through it in no time. Don't wait till the last minute, don't wait till the last hour or the last few hours, because you want to make sure you can access Applia and have no issues with it in order to submit this on time. That being said, some of you may have issues when you initially try to click on Applia off of Blackboard, and that's because your pop-ups are blocked. If you don't get anything new, or if you're not linked to Applia's website, when you click on that first link that's available off of the Applia sidebar link, so if you click on the Applia sidebar link where it says Slides, Applia, My Grades, click on Applia. Once you go there, that first link up on top, once you click on that, that should send you to the Applia page, or it should launch it. Okay? If you're not able to launch it, that's probably because you have pop-ups blocked. So you want to make sure that you allow pop-ups from Applia on your computer. Let's see, what else do I need to say? So do you need to get Applia? Absolutely. You cannot pass this class without getting Applia. Again, they're going to be due by 11 p.m. on the due date, which is on the schedule. So by now you should have seen the schedule posted online, and on the right hand side there next to every chapter it tells you when a particular chapter is due. So again, for instance, chapter 7 is due on February 15th, as is chapter 9. Okay, so remember, every weekend except for this first weekend you'll have 2 chapters with Applia problem sets that will be due on that particular Sunday. Let's see, what else do I need to say? Threaded discussions. So each week I'll be making available 2 topics, topic A and topic B, under the threaded discussions, and you will not be able to see anyone else's posts until you post your response to the topic. So this week we have a question that says, access Applia to read news analysis, the news analysis piece titled When It Comes to Buying Textbooks, Students Don't Do Their Homework. Students do their homework and then answer the following questions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's topic A. And then for topic B, it asks, in what ways is your standard of living different from that of your parents or your grandparents when they were your age? Why have these changes occurred? So, and then it goes on to ask another question. So I'd like for you to answer these questions with your original thoughts. That's why I'm not allowing you to see anyone else's threads until you submit your thread. And then once you submit a thread for both topic A and topic B, you can pick someone else's response in either topic, doesn't matter which topic, topic A or topic B, and reply to what they say, either with feedback, a question, comment, something in addition to what they said. Either you can piggyback off of it, whatever it may be to contribute to that thread, you may do so. I will not accept, yes, I agree. Oh, that's really neat. Oh, okay, that's cool. Da, da, da. Nothing that simple, okay? It needs to be, it needs to have some substance in it, okay? So anything less than maybe, I don't know, I want to say 100 words or 150 words for your own thread will not be accepted. And then for someone else's thread, at least a few sentences as well, okay? So those are the threaded discussions. So again, you'll have, for every week, you'll have to post 3 times. Topic A response, topic B response, and then pick someone's response to either of these 2 topics to respond to. So that's 3 posts on your part. Okay, so office hours. I do have physical office hours. You're more than welcome. In fact, I highly encourage you to come visit me on Wednesdays. Wednesdays from 11 to noon. I will be in room 479 in the 470 building at Southwestern College. If that time doesn't work for you, I am usually there Mondays and Wednesdays, so you can email me and I will try to meet with you. Tuesdays and Thursdays will be hard to pull off, but if I have to, I will try to make it. Fridays are also a good day to meet with me. Okay, so email me if that hour doesn't work for you. Let's see. Don't forget to upload an avatar or a picture of you. I prefer a picture of you, so that way I know who I'm interacting with, and that way your peers know who they're interacting with as well. And I've already uploaded one, and I've already put instructions, I emailed instructions on how to do so. So make sure you upload a picture as soon as possible. This Saturday I will be recording lectures for chapters 2 and 3. So give me the day to post them, to record them, and then I'll post them by the end of the day. So that way you have them available, because week 2 is the week in which you're supposed to be going over chapters 2 and 3 and then submitting the problem set on Sunday. Okay, so by now you should be starting to read very soon. Okay, chapters 1, 2, and 3, and get on it. I will warn you that chapter 3, that's when things start to get hairy. They get a little tricky there. Chapter 2, not so much. Chapter 3, a bit. And when we move on to chapter 4, we move away from chapter 3 to some extent. And it's a little, students tend to do better on chapter 4 than chapter 3. Chapter 3 tends to be a little more difficult. So if while you're reading you don't get it, when you look at the numbers and you look at opportunity costs and comparative advantage, if it starts to be confusing, that's okay. Okay. Remember, read it, try to work through it, and then watch the videos. And in the video, I will try very hard to convey the notion to you. You do have the advantage that you get to rewind and look at my funny faces all over again and pause and listen to it again in order to fully internalize or fully understand the material that's trying to be conveyed to you, that I'm trying to convey to you. Okay. Let's see. 2 final things. One, on exams. So exams will be multiple choice exams, and I'll have about one question. I'm sorry, not one question. I'll have between 40 to 60 questions for each exam. You will have 3 exams. If you'll notice on the front page of the syllabus, we have problem sets are worth 20% of your course grade. Threaded discussions are worth 10% of your course grade. Don't take that lightly. Okay, those discussions, those posts on topic A and topic B, those posts that I talked about a little while ago, don't take those lightly. It is 10% of your grade. If you don't do that, then the best you can get is a B, and that B is assuming that you ace everything else. Okay, so don't take these threaded discussions lightly. 10% is quite a bit of weight, and it's an easy 10%. Okay, so make sure you take that seriously. So exam 1 is on February 7th, and it's worth 20% of your exam. Exam 2 is on February 28th, and it's worth 25. I'm sorry, did I say of your exam? Exam 1 is on February 7th and is worth 20% of your course grade. Exam 2 is on February 28th and is worth 25% of your course grade, while the final exam, which is cumulative, will be on March 14th, and it's worth 25% of your grade. The second exam will only test material covered after the first exam up until that second exam. The final, however, will be cumulative. And by that I mean that it will test on all material we've covered throughout the 8 weeks. That being said, I will emphasize the last 2 weeks of class in the final. Okay, so that doesn't mean don't study the previous 6 weeks. That just means that most of the weight or most of the questions will be about material covered in the last 2 weeks of class. Again, they will be multiple choice. You'll have about on average 1 minute per question. If you're well studied, that's way more than enough time in order to answer these questions and answer them correctly. If you haven't studied and you're just relying on Uncle Google and your textbook and your find and search features on your computer, having a laptop over here and having something else over here, a book here, and your notes and your PowerPoint slides over here, good luck. Okay, a minute is not nearly long enough for you to do well if that is the way that you plan on taking this exam. Okay. This course is challenging. It will require for you to study, okay? But I promise you that with the lectures that I present to you, you can and will do well, okay? Do not give up. If at any point you feel stuck or you feel this isn't making any sense, do not get frustrated, because I am handing you the tools to do well in this class. I really do believe that you can do well in this class. All you need to do is set aside time to study. Okay? Do that, and I will walk you through it. I will hand it to you, basically. I'm going to say, this is this theory, this tool. Look at it inside and out, and this is how I'm going to be testing for it. I mean, I won't tell you exactly how I'm going to test, but I'm like, but look at this and look at that, and you'll see exactly what it is that I'm emphasizing. I will try my best, and I think I do a pretty damn decent job at getting these concepts across to students. And if you don't get it, like I said, give me feedback. Email me, contact me, come to my office hour. Okay, do not sit back passively expecting yourself to, I don't know, somehow magically pass this course. You will need to study and devote some time to it. This doesn't mean that this will be a ridiculously difficult class. No, okay, it's not a ridiculously difficult class. It'll just require study time on your part and some effort and some diligence, and you need to be responsible and pay attention to deadlines. and be proactive in terms of communicating with me if there are any issues that arise. One last thing I want to say about the exams is that the exams will become available on Blackboard once, according to the schedule on the syllabus. So for example, exam 1 will be available February 7th, and every exam will be available for 48 hours. Okay, so it'll be available exam 1 on February 7th, which is this Saturday at noon. You'll have 48 hours, so you'll have from Saturday, February 7th at noon until Monday, February 9th at noon to complete that exam. Okay. How long will the exam be? I have already alluded to that. I said that for each problem, you'll have about 1 minute to complete it. So that determines how long you'll have to take the exam. You'll have the 48-hour window, but if it's a 60-question exam, then that means you'll have 1 hour. Once you start that exam, from the moment it starts until 60 minutes, that's what you'll have. Okay, you will have 60 minutes to take that exam. Doesn't matter if you take it at the beginning of the window, the 48-hour window, or at the end of the 48-hour window. You will always have on average, about a minute per question. If the exam's only 40 questions, then the exam time you'll have will be only about 40 minutes. All right, that's about it for now. If you have any questions, again, email me. And if you can, come to my office hours next week to introduce yourself. There's nothing like making contact with your professor. Just so you can get to know me, and you'll see that actually I'm a very approachable person. I am not judgmental. I am here to help you. I want you to excel. I want you to do well. And most importantly, I know you guys are here to get a good grade, but I would like for you to actually walk away with a set of tools that will make you better citizens. Okay, this class is a class on macroeconomics. So although you may think, you may have negative associations or negative feelings towards economics in general or macroeconomics or anything to do with economics, my goal is to change that. Okay, to change that so that when you finish this class, you walk away, regardless of the grade that you got, you walk away thinking, you know what, I picked up some useful stuff. I picked up some tools that will help me be a better person, not better person in terms of emotionally or anything like that, but be a better citizen in this world, a better informed citizen. I won't be here giving you opinions, trying to mold your opinions on anything. No, I will be taking very much a positivist approach, meaning that I will be describing either the way the world works or the way the world does not work. I am not here to tell you the way the world should work. Okay, we're here to talk about if this, then that. Okay, when it comes to markets, when it comes to social phenomena. So we're going to say, if we line up the dominoes this way and you tip this one over, how do the rest of these fall? Okay, that's what I mean by positivist, describing how something works. Okay, and that's what we'll be talking about. We'll start off the class with an introduction to supply and demand. Well, first we're going to start talking about trade-offs and trade and the gains from trade. And then we'll build the model of supply and demand in order to use that in later parts of the course when we start addressing the money market or the market for loanable funds, different types of markets. You have to know the basics of supply and demand in order to be able to analyze those things. Other than that, I am looking forward to a productive and successful semester. And I'll say it again, and this is about the 5th time that I say it. If you need to reach out to me, do not hesitate to do so. I am here for you. I am on your side, and I would like you to do very well and excel in this class.